Hi, Lorena. Thank you all so much for understanding my absence the other day as I was sick. But I'm feeling a lot better today, so I've got this recorded video lesson for you, and we're just going to get right into it. So let's start with a G major scale. It's going to go starting from our open G, and then we're going to go all the way up to our highest G on the E string right now. We're going to go E, F sharp, and then low 2 for G. So the highest string is going to go starting on E, open E, first finger on that first A for F sharp, and then second finger on G. And that's the last note of our scales. Then we'll go back down. So starting from the lowest G all the way to our highest G, 2 octaves. Hear it? Awesome. So starting from the beginning here, we got, I'm going to just turn the camera over a little so you can see my violin a little better. We have G2, F, 2, F, open D, E, open A, C natural, this is a low 2, and then D, open E, first finger F sharp, and then second finger G. Nice, so let's try that going down. We have G, low 2, nice. So let's try this again, and let's do it 2 bows per note. So G, G. Kind of like how we were doing on the way down there. But we'll start it from the bottom, going back up again. And I'll take it just a little bit slower. And I want you, if you felt really comfortable with that last scale, the one we just did, I want you to try to challenge yourself on this one a little bit. But if not, just take it real slow, note for note, exactly as I'm doing it. If you'd like to challenge yourself, once I get to the third note, once I play G, A, B, once I get to that B, that third note that I play in the scale, I want you to start the scale from the beginning. When I play B, you're going to play open G. Makes sense? That way we're gonna turn the whole thing into a round. So I'll start and I'll go at a steady pace, G, A, and then once I get to B, I'll play B and you play G, right from the beginning of the scale, working your way up. And we'll stay steady with each other, we'll change notes at the same time, and we'll listen. When you're playing with me, I want you to listen to the notes that you're playing and adjust so that they fit into the notes that I'm playing and they harmonize very, very well, right? So let's take it from the top. If you'd like to challenge yourself, now's the time. But if not, just play it straight through with me. That's perfectly fine as well. Ready? We're gonna go 4 bows per note. So 1, 2, 3, 4, A, 2, 3, 4. Once I get to B, you play open G, G2. See? All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, and G2. You play open G here. Open it. Now you'll play open A. 2, 3, 4. Excellent. So now, if you had any trouble with that, that's totally fine. We're going to keep working on that exercise together, and it's a lot easier in person. But I just wanted to give you the option of going up the scale, trying going after 2 beats or 2 notes after me so that we have a round, and we can harmonize with each other and really lock in those pitches. So now we're going to move into page 18 in our Essential Elements for Strings Violin Book 1. Page 18, we're going to start with bowing G. And so this is not our open G. This is our 3rd finger on the D string. So to find it, take your violin and guitar position. Go open D, E, F sharp, that high 2, and then G. That's your 3rd tape, 3rd finger on the D string. G. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 54. G, 2, 3, rest, and 7 more. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right. So now let's try this with our bow. So take your bow out. Make sure we got a nice, clean violin bow position. If you have trouble with this, make sure that your pinky is right on the tip there and you're able to do little pinky push-ups here. You see that? And then your 1st finger is going to be against this grip here. That's conveniently located right there. That's for your 1st finger. Your thumb, you just want to make sure you have a nice open curve so that you're not pinching any nerves or muscles in your thumb. If you're doing that, that's too much. That's not the curve we're looking for. It really hurts your fingers and makes it hard to move. We want an open curve with your thumb. And then the point of your thumb is going to be what's going to be against your bow there. Hush, Devo. Hush, Devo. It's okay. Okay, so now we're going to try number 54 with our bow. So first find that note. I start on open D and I work my way up. That's just the best way. So that's the note. It's G on the D string with our 3rd finger. 1, 2, 54, and rest, and rest, and 4, 5, 6, 7, rest. Now number 55, let's get right into it. We have G, 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 F sharp, F sharp, F sharp, G, G, F sharp, F sharp, G, F sharp, G. Right? All right, so 55, 1, 2, 3, 4, and rest, and F sharp, rest, and nice. Now 56, another variation of what we just played of G and F sharp, right? We start G, G, F, then we go E, E, F, then G, G, F sharp, E, F sharp, G, right? So all of those F sharps, all those Fs that you see there are going to be your high 2. So there should be a good distance between your 1st finger and your 2nd finger when you're playing them. So if my 1st finger is right here, there you go, then my 2nd finger is going to be a distance away from it, just about an inch. That's our whole step to that F sharp. So 56 here, find G first. Okay, so that's G. We have, ready, 1, 2, 3, 4, and rest, and E, F sharp, rest. Rest. Let's go now to 57 here. We start on E. So there's that first note. See if you can match pitch with me, and then we'll start. So 1, 2, 57, and rest, repeat, and rest. Nice. So one thing I want you to notice about about number 57, on that last measure, we have a repeat. But then before that, that rest at the end of that measure, before the repeat, there's in parentheses something that says bow lift and a little comma. The comma, oops, the comma means to lift your bow. So if we ended that note or that song on a down bow, then during that rest with where the comma is, we're gonna lift our bow and try, and then we're ready to come in at the beginning of the repeat. See that? So let's take it from 57 again, and then once you get to the end of that line, then we're gonna lift our bow and repeat. Sound good? 1, 2, 57, and 2, down bow, lift, repeat. Rest. Excellent. Good job. Okay, so let's move on now to number 58. That's also our third finger again, but what string are we on? We're playing D, but we're not on the D string. We are on A. So the A string, we're going to count up 3 tapes. A, that's open. B, that's the first finger. C sharp, and then D. Third finger on the A string is D. So let's try number 58 together. 1, 2, 3, and rest, and rest, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Nice. Moving on to 59. 2, 3, 4, and rest, and C sharp. Rest, and rest. Nice. Let's move on to number 60 together. We have D, C sharp, D. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, and rest, and C sharp. Rest, and B, A, B, A, rest. Let's try that again. Elevator down, number 60. Starting on D, this is the note. Awesome. 1, 2, 3, 4. We have rest, and C sharp, C sharp, C sharp, B, A. Rest. Nice. Moving on to 61 together on the next page, 19. This is elevator up. We start on open A, then we go to B. So let's hear that sound together. Let's make sure we tune our B. This is the note. And we're going to go A, B, A, rest, and rest, and right. Let's try that one more time. Elevator up. 1, 2, 3, 4, and rest, and B, 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 rest. Rest. Nice. Now 62 is going to feel a little familiar. Go ahead and read the title of 62 with me. It's Down the D major scale. Now, we played a G major scale today, but I know you know your D major scale. Let's try it. So, if you don't know it or you can't remember off the top of your head, totally fine. It's got the notes written in for us here. So let's look at 62. Third finger on D on the A string. So let's find that note. This is the note, D. And if it's easier for you to play open A and then find D from there, just to hear how it sounds, that's perfect. You could also do open D to D. and match those two pitches, or you can start on open A and count your way up. A. All of those are really good ways of finding that note if you're having trouble making sure it's in tune, right? So let's try 62 together. 1, 2, 3, 4. We have rest and C sharp, rest and B, 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 rest and A, rest and G, rest, rest and D, D. Excellent. So I have a challenge for this number, number 62. What if we played this like we did in our warm-ups with that G major scale? What if we played it like a round where I'll start and I'll play D, 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 C sharp, C sharp, C sharp, and then once I get to B, that third measure, 1 on B, you're going to come in at the beginning of the song. Sound good? As long as we keep tempo with each other, it'll sound, and as long as you're able to match pitch, to harmonize with me, you'll be good to go. Okay, so 62 from the top, I'll start. Once I get to measure 3, you come in at the beginning. Sound good? So 1, 2, 3, 4, and rest and C sharp. Now you come in, rest and you move on to B and then go to open A, and then G, rest and keep going down to E, and then the final notes, D, D, D. Excellent job. Wow, okay, great. Let's move on to 63 here real quick. We're going to finish up the rest of this page together. Scale simulator, and we'll play it as is together. Okay, so 63, 1, 2, 3, and D, rest and rest, F sharp, rest, G, F sharp, G, rest, now A, now B, A, B, rest, and now C sharp, rest, and let's try that one again. 1, 2, 3, on D, and rest, and rest, and rest, G, F sharp, G, rest, and A, rest, rest, now C sharp, rest, and excellent. And when you're done with that one, throw the bow. Don't actually let it leave your hand, but let it leave the violin. That way the sound carries forward. Now let's try 64. This one should be pretty much a review at this point. Going up the D major scale, and you know what? I'm going to challenge you on this one. 64, why don't you come in at the beginning once I get to the second measure. So when I get to that F sharp at the beginning of the second measure, you come in on D at the beginning of the first measure. Sound good? So 1, 2, 3, 4, and now you come in. Excellent. How'd you do? that one might have been a little bit tricky because we played D at the end 4 times. So if that threw you off, I understand. Let's try it one more time and see if you can get it this time. So just follow along on the notes exactly as they're written here, okay? And then once we get to the second line, we'll stop and we'll try it again, okay? And you'll come in at the second measure of the second line. So first line here first, 1, 2, you come in when I get to measure 2. I'll cue you in. 1, 2, 3, 4, and now you come in on D. D, F sharp, F sharp, G, G, B, A, B, C sharp, C sharp, D, right? And then we get to the second line, and we're gonna start it from the top, going down. So you come in on the second measure again, second line. Now you come in. Nice. Well done. If that was too tricky, go back and just try it along with me at pace, at the same pace as me starting from the beginning, and we'll play it in unison. That's totally fine as well. But I just want to give you the option to try and challenge yourself because it helps you play more autonomously, play more as yourself without having to look and be like, am I playing at the right time? Am I playing the same thing as, you know? There's less comparison, more just playing and listening to yourself. So that's why we're doing that with those rounds on a lot of these scale exercises. But let's move on to the special violin exercise here. And we're just going to play it right through that yellow line before number 65 there. We're going to play it all the way through. If you need to write in the fingers, you're definitely welcome to. The first one is third finger D on the A string, and then we jump down to an open A. Then we go up to B, first finger on the A string, play it again, have a couple of rests, we go down to open A. Then we come down to F sharp, which is that high 2 on the tape of our D string, second tape. We step up to G with our third finger, down to first finger E, and then down to open D. So that the first 3 quarters of this line are all going to be on the A string. And then the last 4 notes are going to be on the D string, if that helps out a little. You're definitely welcome to write in the finger numbers there if that makes it easier as well. So let's take it from that special violin exercise. We got 1, 2, let's find that note. There's D, 2, 3, 4, and B, rest, B, rest, rest, and A, rest, and rest again, and B, rest, B, rest, rest, and A, rest, F sharp, G, E, D, rest. And let's just try those last 4 notes together. We start on F sharp. There's that note, and then G, third finger, E, G, so we go. Nice, and let's read 65 here together before we close everything out. We'll go 1, 2, C sharp. It goes rest, and C sharp, rest, and nice. So by now I imagine your left-hand fingers might be hurting a little bit, and that's totally okay. If you do feel any sort of pain in your left hand, take a break. Give your fingers a few minutes to just relax. And also, if you feel pain in your left hand, make sure that your thumb is nice and curved. If your thumb is like that kind of curve, it's not going to feel good. But like that will give you all of the flexibility your fingers need and the circulation as well. So focus on that if you do feel pain in your left hand. If it's just your fingertips from the strings, that's definitely normal. You'll feel that until your calluses develop a little bit more. And you're doing great. You're doing all the right things. So I hope you enjoyed today's video lesson. I think we should close it out with just a quick little bowing exercise. Let's do open G. We'll go. Join join in. Long, long, short, short, long, long, long. One more. And now we'll go to A. Join in. A, 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 A. Long, short, short, long, 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 short, short, long. Now to D, D. Same pattern. Long, short, short, long, 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 short, short, long. Now to E. Feel the shorts. Now let's do some double stops, G and D together. Down, up, up, down, up, down, up, up, down, up. Now D and A, we're gonna go down, up, down, up. Now G and D. Back to A, D and A. Long, short, short, long, long. Down, up, down, and up, down, up, down, up. Back to G and D. Down. Awesome. So, well done. I hope you enjoyed today's video lesson, and I can't wait to see you next week. I will be bringing the hand cup sticker. If you can successfully show me these double stop exercises that we worked on in this video. Sound great? Awesome. See you then. Thanks for watching.